Hey guys, welcome back. It's the day after Thanksgiving, and we're just taking a little day trip out.
Black Friday shopping at Buc-ee's.
Yeah, so we're just gonna take you along with us. We'll see where the day goes, but we are here at Buc-ee's in Daytona. All right, here's Buc-ee's. They actually just added a car wash, so it's over there. So Buc-ee's now has a car wash in addition to like the 50, 60 gas pumps that they have here and large restrooms. So I know we've talked about Buc-ee's before, but it's always a good stop and good place to grab a snack. And if you do want to do some shopping, they got it. And because they have so many stalls and other things for the bathrooms, the line's usually not that long. Buc-ee's Christmas stuff's out. Yeah, they got stuff for all sizes here.
We have to get something.
Yeah, but you can see, so we just entered. Here's some of the checkout lines, and we're in the retail section.
And here's just a more of a look around. You see kind of the cold section there, and I'll give you a closer look in a second. They make their own chips. These are kind of like hot Cheetos. Mar says they're pretty spicy. She likes them. This happens to just be a tree with some gift cards and some Buc-ee's ornaments. They got cotton candy and animal crackers and little beaver nuggets, as they call them. They got other mixed nuts, dried fruit, trail mix, jerky in the back, along with beers, wines, sodas, juices, milks, all kinds of stuff, and then ices. And then they have a whole huge selection of coffees, from regular brews to flavors to iced coffee, and then they got flavor shots you can put in it, and creamers and all kinds of stuff. Then there's the restrooms, and then it's the soda fountains, huge selection of sodas and waters, lemonades and things. And then here's another look at more of the Christmas merch that's exclusively Buc-ee's. The little beaver guy, he's funny. And this is what I meant by all sizes earlier, is they got little like infant and toddler stuff, and then shirts for kids and adults. They got a lot of these plushes. I was surprised that it's the TY company from like Beanie Baby. I like this guy, I think he's funny. He was $15, so he's a little much to spend on a plush, but I thought he was pretty funny with his big beard. Another set of checkout registers. So that's a note. As busy as it looks in here, and it is busy, you can actually come in and out pretty quick. And I think we mentioned that in the video here, but worth noting again. Don't let that stop you from going to Buc-ee's. Here's a closer look at the cold cuts section. Well, I say cold cuts, but like the refrigerated section, right? They got meat and cheese trays. They got these pre-made sandwiches. They got some diced fruit. Of course, they got some treats, cookies, and Rice Krispies. They got these salads, and they got yogurts and like parfaits. I ended up having one of these sandwiches. They were pretty good. They have their own bakery department off to the side, and so this was that, and it looks delicious. Never actually had anything from there. Same with this area. They make fudge in-house, along with like peanut brittle and a few other things, and they make it all right here. We've never had it either. I have no doubt that it's good, but just not something we've had yet. More Buc-ee's merchandise, which I just find amusing. I think it's really funny and good for them to kind of make their own brand and just run with it. Here's a look at the retail section. I just want to show you the vastness of the store and how versatile it is. And there's Buc-ee himself, meeting and greeting guests, which is also funny. And there he goes. Yeah, we've got our picture with Buc-ee before. Not Christmas Buc-ee, though. Huge selection of beef jerky in this particular area, because they actually have their own cases where they make it as well. And then I just want to show you more. Again, it's not just like clothing or little knickknacks. Like, well, I guess these are knickknacks, but it's like home goods basically. the way I think it works is they probably just have the space, they rent it out to vendors or whoever, different companies, and they put their stuff here. But it still makes like a wide selection of stuff that you could buy at Buc-ee's, which I think is funny. And I think people enjoy it because it's almost like going to a mall, really, in one shop. And for a lot of people traveling, I think it just allows you to stretch your legs and look at some stuff. I'm not even sure how much they really sell. And then in the entrance area, they have this little fire pit thing. I don't know what you call it, but like it's like a heater, right? They got some chairs and they got some little tables and they even have a barbecue out here. So pretty sweet.
And there's also ice and another entrance to the store and a bunch of gas pumps. And you can see how big the lot is, yeah.
It's crazy how busy it is. You're in and out. Like there's no line.
That's true, like the cashiers really have it down and there's
And
a
in
lot
the
of cashiers.
restroom.
Yeah.
The females restroom looks like there's a line, but when you get in, people inside are saying, here, this one's open, and like they're getting everyone moving.
Yeah, it really is a great stop. It is a little busy and sometimes it takes some extra time to get in and out of the parking lot just because cars are obviously harder to navigate than people, but I still recommend stopping, and if you've never been, I definitely recommend it. At the very least, it's an interesting experience. But that was Buc-ee's. We picked up a couple snacks. We're gonna probably eat those real quick and then get back on the road and on our way. All right, so I ended up grabbing one of those sandwiches that I was looking at. It's $8.99, but it looks pretty decent. And then they have condiments and everything, so I grabbed barbecue sauce and mayonnaise because I wasn't sure which one I'd want to go with. And then I got this kind of cheese cup just to kind of snack while we drive. Thought it'd be good.
A little chicken burrito. I always get this when we come here. And I got green salsa because you get one of these for free. And then I bought some kettle chips, are my favorite. And then because I've never tried these before, I like hot Cheeto puffs, and it's hard to find in Florida for some reason. I got these Buc-ee's cheese puffs, hot and spicy. Let's see if they're any good.
Nice. All right, we're gonna eat our lunch and then we'll hit the road. So we've made it. We are here in St. Augustine. We found a little lot because it's pretty busy in the city today, but our plan is to just kind of roam around and hang out for a bit, but then see the, what do we call it? Night of Lights or Million Lights or...
Christmas lights.
Yeah, there's a bunch of lights they put up for the holidays.
Holiday Village.
Yeah, so that's really why we're here, is to check that out, and then we'll be driving home. We're not staying the night or anything, so it's kind of a day trip for us. But anyway, we'll take you with us, see what we see. So we leave the parking lot. Is this pretty church right here. And then I believe this is part of Flagler College. Well, Mars mentioned the temperature. It's 63 degrees out and a chance of light rain soon. But yeah, this church is pretty. Yeah, so we are in the church parking lot. It was $20 to park, but well worth it for as busy as the city is. And I'm sure you guys will be able to see that as we walk around more of the historic district, and you'll just be able to see the foot traffic as well as the vehicle traffic. So there's a lot of people out today. It's the day after Thanksgiving again, so it's just a day out for people. As we turn the corner, just another look at Flagler here. And paver sidewalks.
The dog saw the brown dog.
Oh, yeah, some dogs out.
Those are the dorms.
Oh, okay, so this is part of the dorms. Look at that squirrel on the tree.
This is where I'll go to school, Nate.
You want to come to school at Flagler?
Yeah. Gorgeous.
It is a very pretty campus. We're looking at this art building, and Mars thinks this is maybe for the kiln, which she could be right. And then we were looking, this is neat, look at the posts on the second floor. They're palm trees. But it's just, they cut them, and they're using that as the post. I've never seen that before. So, it's very interesting. But again, here's the Lewis house. It's one of the dorms, it looks like. Yeah, look at these I forget what they told us why these are like this. I forget.
Decoration?
No, it had
Didn't it come from a ship?
maybe or maybe these are supposed to be by the sea. They told us why it's like that, and now I can't remember. But nonetheless, still looks pretty neat.
This looks like the stuff you'd put in a cannon to shoot onto another ship. Like
Yeah,
so
but I
that-
think it was to maybe damage ships that came in the harbor or something. But anyway, doesn't matter. We don't know.
Hey guys, so as I'm editing this, I couldn't help myself, had to look it up. So we were pretty close. So a couple of things. One, those are called harbor chains. Those are meant to be placed in the harbor to damage ships. So if you lived there, you would know how to navigate the harbor and the channel. You know where they are. But if you didn't, you could potentially run into them and they would damage your vessel. St. Augustine, oddly enough, never actually had harbor chains in their harbor. These were placed at the college by someone who's designing it, I think. So it was just for decoration, but that's what they are. What they were meant for as the decoration of the college is to represent power and strength. So, a little fun fact for you. Couldn't help it. I had to look it up. But those are what the chains are for. Enjoy that.
But this room up here has all this like Tiffany stained glass in it, and when you take the tour of Flagler, which you can, I guess it's one of the high points of it, and there's quite a history behind it of Flagler building it. But yeah, so it's that room that you guys see there, and you can kind of see the windows that go around it.
And even on the half domes, there's stained glass.
Yeah. So even from here, you can just tell it's intricate. I'm sure it's very pretty when you're inside, and then there's other windows as well.
So a short walk from Flagler, and we run ourselves into the historic downtown district, and this is what it looked like when we kind of popped out from the side street.
As we're still walking, Mars found the sign up for the tours. But yeah, just a ton of restaurants and shops and just tons of things. They got full restaurants, they got grab and goes, they got desserts, they got lounges and bars. And you can see a lot of foot traffic. So Mars scanned the QR code, so it's $13 a person for a 1 hour tour. And yeah, this is the sign that she saw, so there's the QR code if you guys want to scan. But yeah, $13 a person. It's not bad, and you get the tour of the campus. And I've heard it's good, and there's a lot of history here. And being America's oldest city, I'm sure there's a lot to talk about. So yeah, pretty cool. Toy maker. See the stockades. Jack Sparrow walking around. But let's go down this way, see what else is here. Alright, so it did start raining, and as a rule here in Florida, you always have an umbrella, so we're good to go. We see a lot of people suddenly taking shelter though. Mars got the Florida Mule, and I got the Old Fashioned. We're in this little kind of hole in the wall bar, but it's pretty nice.
And here's just a look at my Old Fashioned and Mars's Mule. Both were delicious. Bartender did a great job.
So we just finished our drinks, and then we walked outside to this little like garden area. They have it kind of decorated for Christmas. So there's some ornaments here and the trees.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty flowers.
Oh, look at it. Constructed by Eagle.
Oh yeah, and there's this stuff in the trees, so I bet at night it looks pretty out here.
Oh, that's the colonial quarter.
Yeah, so part of the historic old town right here. But yeah, you can see the lights. So it's only 4 o'clock, so in about an hour and a half or so, it'll start getting dark I'm sure this will look vastly different. Yeah, it does smell like fish and chips right here. Oh, but it's cool. It's a little market back here. Another picture spot. This tree's got its lights on, but it's just too bright out. Yeah, it's one of the big ornaments, like at Lake Nona Town Center.
Drinks and the lights. Sure.
Yeah, so there's some merchandise and there's some stuff to buy. There's all kinds of stuff back here. They got some merchandise here. Trees, and there's some flowers. Yeah, there's some candles back at that booth, but it's kind of nice back here. And there's some empanadas over here, and looks like a restroom. So kind of a little hidden little village back here.
Yeah, it's so cute.
So we're at the end of the street. We're at the old gates. There's the little doggies. So yeah, we're at St. George and Orange, yeah. So these are the old gates, the old city gates. The fort is right there. That's literally the fort right there, on the other side. Yeah, there's lots of dogs out. So if you're a dog person, this is your spot. But see, here's the gate. 1739. And if you guys watched our video where we went, yeah, we've eaten over here. There's a little bar over there. Something about O'Malley's maybe or something. But the cemetery right here ties into one of our last videos where we went to the battlefield. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Dade. The Dade battlefield site that we went to. At least I think it was I don't know if he was a general, but he was one of the leaders of it. They got ambushed by the Seminoles, and he's buried here. So now that we're here, we need to come find it. Yeah, so but he's buried somewhere in here. I gotta look up the name. All right, so it turns out this is a different cemetery, but there's the old historic town. There's the fort, and we're gonna head north. Oh yeah, so across the street is the state park headquarters, and then Ripley's, believe it or not, is right there. So they have this monument, the Old Spanish Trail, 0 milestone. So this goes from St. Augustine to San Diego, California, apparently. That's a hell of a trail. Good Lord. But it's on this big sphere. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But it is by the cemetery.
And we gotta go there and touch the other one.
I guess so, yeah, we gotta find it. And then there's all these names that probably helped contribute to this thing. There's a weird fountain with creepy faces. And then this is a church, I believe. It's actually a visitor information center, so we're gonna see if it's open. All right, so it is open. This is kind of what it looks like inside. So very interesting. And there's the city of St. Augustine. That's the fort right there, this shape. That's all the historic district. Ooh, yeah, restaurant times, that's what we're looking for.
And they have an entertainer. Just like there's nice and warm.
Yeah, it is very warm in here. Here's a little bit of the evolution. You can see in 1573 to 1586, fairly small, and then the last one is into the 1700s. During its first 6 years of existence, St. Augustine moved twice. The first move was to Anastasia Island in 1566. 6 years later, the settlement moved back to the mainland, where it has been ever since. It's interesting. some pottery and a glass pendant, cow horn. But yeah, it's funny. We didn't realize this was even here. So this is interesting. We actually walked right by this last time we were here. So we're back out. We're walking again. Here's Ripley's now that we're closer. There's a large statue, a replica of the statue of David right over there. It's peeking above the hedge. Yeah, he has to be over there because he's an exact replica. So he's got his junk out. And I guess he was stopping traffic. So they had to hide him behind hedges. And they got this crazy store here, restaurant. This is one of the trolley stops, and it's near the, we're getting closer to the Fountain of Youth. It's up a little further, but we're getting closer there. And so we're walking past this restaurant again. Yeah, it's a very pretty building or house or whatever it is, or it used to be, and then now it's a restaurant. But I'm saying, I don't know if it was always that or if they just made it look like this, but they got these glowing lantern shop over here.
That's what it's called.
Yeah, I remember that. It's the glowing balls shop. Yeah, they got their inflatables out. So we're at Grove and San Marco. There's another parking lot down here. It's good to know. And actually, I didn't point it out, but right on the other side of this building is a structure, parking structure, but it was full when we got here, so we ended up parking where we did. Yeah, you don't see this very often. An inflatable sushi bar with Santa and a penguin. And they got Lighthouse of Penguins. Yeah, he's got soy sauce and his sushi. It's really funny. You got the Santa Extreme Team over here, the helicopter. Oh, we found the Christmas shop at the Perky Pelican. It's in this house.
All vacation.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Some Christmas vacation themed candles.
You have 2 elves, and they're not here yet. But
Just like you'd imagine. Tons of Christmas stuff. A lot of dog ornaments. Pickles.
They could bring another elf with them.
there's some here.
Very cool though. So, as you guys know, I have a lot of these Part 56 items, and they have them all right here. A lot of them for sale. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's Christmas everywhere in here. We went upstairs. I'm gonna get this guy. Add to our little village. Snacks. For 27 bucks. Oh yeah, so yeah, might as well just saying you can park here even if you're not going to the museum. They'll charge you. But we're not going to the museum either. We're walking back to the historic downtown. But we thought we'd show you the statue of David. Here's a little more about it. And we figured we're over here. Why not see this stinking thing? Yeah, giant statue of David. There he is. David. Alright, that was David in all his glory. Yeah, here's Ripley's if you guys were interested. There's Santa up there right now. I wouldn't mind coming in here someday, but it's just not on our agenda today. We are headed back to Old Town, which is this way. As we walk back to Old Town, I don't know if you guys know, but the A1A highway was dedicated to Jimmy Buffett this past year. So you could say you're taking the Jimmy Buffett highway and going north or south, and that's what you're referring to. Here's a good view of the fort. And again, it's as we head back towards the historic downtown St. Augustine. And the sun is starting to set. It's 5 o'clock, so in about a half hour, it should be real dark, or at least for the lights. And that's what we came here to see, is the Night of Lights, St. Augustine. So as we come into town, we've been to the City Gate Distillery, and they offer free tastings, and their whiskey and rums and stuff are pretty good. And this place next to it is already lit up, and it's pretty sparkly.
It's the wine store.
Okay, it's the wine place.
It's St. George Inn.
See if I
Coffee
can.
shop.
There, kind of looks more like that to your eye, but it's looking pretty good. Places are starting to light up. We're gonna walk down to what I would kind of call the main square, if you will, and I believe that's where a lot of the lights are. So we'll start there. There's the fort, and then I just wanted to show the water now that we're next to it. And then there's this like inlet, and then you see the bridge that goes across, and that's actually where St. Augustine Beach is. And then the lighthouse, we were over there once before too, and climbed all the way to the top of that lighthouse. But we're still going along the water's edge here by the historic downtown, and we're gonna keep going to the next light. So these places are getting lit up. Starting to see the lights coming out here all along the shore. Yeah, that place over here has some fire on their upper balcony. But it is real pretty out, and the water is just nice. It smells nice out here. It's fresh, cool, and everything's decorated. So from the lampposts here to the palm trees in the middle, and then all the buildings. So there are lights everywhere.
This makes you want to drink hot chocolate, but also eat some crab and some oysters.
Yeah, it's definitely a Florida Christmas, but it's nice. But yeah, this place is all decked out. Looks very pretty. White building. Oh, and look at this right here. The horse-drawn carriage. Horse is decked out. They're going on a holiday ride. But yeah, these buildings are very pretty. Oh yeah, there's President Trump.
Everybody's going in like Christmas cafe.
Yeah, I wonder what's inside.
It's like a restaurant.
No, I get it, but like what makes it so popular? There's another carriage coming in. But you see the sign across the way, Night of Light. So that's what we're here for. That's what St. Augustine is known for during the winter months, the holiday months. Alright, so we're getting to the end of this block really by the bridge. And then this area here is what I've been referring to as the park, because there's like a grass area in between, and I think the mayor's mansion's over here. And this is where they have a ton of the lights. So this is a lot of, when people talk about Night of Lights, this is kind of the area they're referring to. You can see the sun setting in the background too. It's very pretty out. Alright, another horse-drawn carriage, but here's where it kind of starts the lights. And it does appear to be a lot of lights. I was wondering who that was, and so it's Ponce de Leon. And of course he is associated with the Fountain of Youth just up the road. Famous explorer. There he is.
Discoverer of Florida.
Yeah, that's right. He is I think,
The one.
honored with as the discoverer of Florida. So.
And then it looks like if you go to this website, you can go to the different stops and do an audio tour.
Yeah, so here you go. If you guys are here and you want to do the audio tour, check out that website.
We're called.
Yeah, or call the number. But that's pretty neat. There's tons of history here. That's one thing is, you know, we walk through the historic area, but we kind of gloss over some of the plaques and things that are out here. There's a lot of great
the first city
history.
of our nation.
Yeah, no, I get it, but also before things were established too, there was a lot of different explorers, and of course the Spaniards were a big part of that. So it's just very cool. So we did notice like these bushes here have lights, but they're not on. So it's 5:20. I don't know if they're waiting for a specific time. I think officially sunset's a little bit later. It's closer to 5:30 or 5:40. Yeah, so I was just saying this is the first public market. 1598.
Standard system of 18 measures.
Huh. So, and then this is what it is today. And then again, you guys can see the lights and the trees. Sun is still technically setting. It says officially it's 5:25 when the sun sets, which is only 2 minutes away. And there is a market taking place. It's almost like the tradition continues. Pretty cool. You see the Christmas tree and the lights. And you see a lot more people gathering. This is where everyone wants to come now that it's getting dark. Come and see the lights. It is pretty. It's actually pretty with the sun still setting.
Ooh, look at me. Bourbon and Boards. French bar.
Yeah, I think we've passed that before. This church is very pretty too. Here's a closer look at the tree. Giant cannon here. Cannons and Christmas trees. The gazebo's a nice touch too. But here's the tree. It's probably around 10 feet at the base, and no, it's at least 15 feet higher, so it's pretty tall, maybe 20. Got these lights here by the church.
The Cathedral Basilica of
Very
St.
pretty.
Augustine, America's first parish. This is the first Catholic church.
Yeah, it's a cool looking church too. It's a pretty building.
I'm gonna do a tour of the inside. They
Yeah.
have so many glass panes.
Yeah, they do. So we're walking back through the historic district and we're gonna look for some food. Alright, so we decided to grab food on our way out of town. Since we're in historic St. Augustine, we are following in the footsteps of the settlers there, and our forefathers, if you will, and we are having a McRib. Just like the settlers of St. Augustine back in the day. The McRib is back, so we're getting it.
You're getting it.
It's gonna be delicious. Also got a double quarter pounder of cheese. Mara's got spicy McChicken sandwich, and she made it a double.
Yeah.
And then I got some water, and we'll probably get some coffees to go before we leave. Nom 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 nom. All right, we're gonna chow down, and let's be with you in a moment. All right, there's our village, and here is our new addition, Snots. Oh yeah, Alexa, turn on Christmas Vacation. Our little department, 56 village. But let's see, I guess I'm gonna have Snots just chilling in the yard. Because there's definitely not a scene where he's eating treats like that. So I think I'll just have him right here in the middle, hanging out with the family. Got Aunt Bethany. And then Clark from the cover of the film. And the family, Clark plugging in the lights. Got the Santa thing here. Got cousin Eddie, and then Margot, and Todd, and then Shirley's house. And then we go into Mars's Harry Potter village. These ones all light up individually, so we gotta put batteries in these and light them up if we want them to turn on. But right now, they're just kind of hanging out. But anyway, these are our villages. All right, so we're back home. Took us a little over 2 hours, I think, to get back. Some traffic coming through by the parks, but not too bad. It wasn't too bad. Nice little day trip up to St. Augustine to see the Nights of Lights. So pretty cool. First time us being up there doing that. So glad we could share it with you. I think that's it for this one. So
Yeah.
thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for coming along with us. We appreciate it. And until next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.